Global Fight Talk, we have the Rincon brothers, Alex and George. Both of them are going to be fighting on the same card for the very first time, so I'm sure that's very exciting. They're both going to step in the ring Thursday, November 30th at the MGM National Harbor in Maryland. And matter of fact, Alex's fight is going to be airing on TV on ESPN Deportes. You guys are getting ready to spar, so we greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to Global Fight Talk. So we're going to try to keep this interview short and sweet. You guys had a great amateur background, and now you guys are moving over to the pros. Like I say, you guys are undefeated, and you're going to try to remain that way, going all the way to the top. So let's talk about your boxing career.
Yeah, we've pretty much been doing boxing our whole life.
Okay, so what made you decide that boxing was the way to go? I mean, you tried every sport, but you decided to stick with boxing. What was the turnaround?
Definitely what made my decision was me getting on the USA team in 2013, and I had a chance to go play basketball, and I was just looking at the bigger picture and for my future, and I kind of saw the obvious. I'm ranked number 1 in the United States, and I'm top 10 in North Texas for basketball. I think that was pretty clear there. So that's definitely the bigger picture for us.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are both very decorated in the amateur world, and for those that don't know, I mean, so we just knew that good things were going to come from y'all. And when did y'all decide to turn pro? Like, what made you do that? It's a different world. It's like starting over.
Yeah, I always think back to when I turned pro, and right now I'm 2-0. I wish I was a little bit different in my career. But when I decided to go pro, I've been, I've won the national gold club, and numerous national titles. So at that time, I got off the fight.
You've pretty much done everything, public time. I mean, you had some great accolades. For you, Alex, what made you decide to turn pro? It's a tough decision.
For me, it was trying to go to take years. And I just wasn't a big fan of that. Getting hit in the head with no protection in the head. I'm gonna get paid if that's gonna happen. You gotta think about our health and your future. So that was one big thing. And also, I don't want to be impatient, but I was just eager to just get to the program, see my brother go professional. I was getting that little itch, and I was getting ready to step up. And I was doing well with sparring a lot of other professionals at a young age, doing really well. So I knew I was there, but I just had to be patient and trust God's plan.
Well, speaking of God's plan, what do you need besides, I mean, where do y'all go whenever y'all are getting ready for a fight? Do y'all go to a spiritual realm? Do y'all go to family? Do y'all go to each other? What helps y'all get ready, George?
Definitely being here around family, and of course, my brother and my dad in the gym, every day. So that helps a lot, being with familiar faces. Of course, boxing is about sacrifices. So there's times where we have to, pack our stuff and leave and have camp elsewhere. Especially, in DC, that's where manager Lamont Roach Sr. So, he's been really good to my brother and just getting started with me. So hopefully good things to come. And yeah, it's just, just having family around. And the good thing is that they're like family to us too. So it makes everything a lot more comfortable. And just being here around, my brother and just family and friends keeps us on our toes and ready.
That sounds great. And Alex, what about you? I mean, where do you go, when you're alone or not alone or meditating or in prayer? What do you do to get ready?
Definitely, it kind of changes as the fight's getting closer. I'm around family, a lot more around family, and as the fight comes closer, I'm starting to kind of get distance from my family. And spiritual is always there. And then as soon as it gets close to fight time, I'm doing some reading and meditating and a lot of prayers. And just spiritual is where I really go to. Just kind of by myself, like to be in my room, just concentrating, focusing, and that's pretty much where I go to.
And speaking of the Roaches, Alex, I mean, y'all both came up in the Irving Powell, program. And so what came about for you to, I don't know if you started talking to them or what came about for you to join that team?
So I got connected with Bernard Boogler Roach, my coach, who was taken from us too soon. Rest in peace. And I met him at the Invitational in Ukraine whenever I got to fight representing the United States, and he was in my corner and we did the mitts. We had this instant click, this chemistry that I loved, and usually there'll be everyone has that coach that can just connect with them right away, and and anything he told me to do, I didn't hesitate to do it. I did it right away, and he loved that, and Lamont, my teammate, Lamont Jr., loved that, and they all loved it. And little by little, they were seeing me fighting at National PAL and different tournaments, and seeing that I was winning, and we just stayed in touch. We grew close while we were overseas, and ever since then, they were really impressed with my performance, and they just wanted to reach out to me. At first, I was just kind of just taking my time, and then when I knew it was time, I got with them, and just like George said, we're family. That's my family.
That's great. Yes, it was very tragic to lose him at such a young age. I remember him at Nationals. He was just the nicest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He really was. And so speaking about that, y'all are going to be on the same card coming up. Do y'all want to tell us about that, when it is, and where it's going to be, George?
It's going to be November 30th at the National Harbor in the new MGM ground they have up there in DC. And so yeah, I just when I got the news that I was going to also join the card, and me and my brother fighting on the same card, it's going to be exciting. So it's just a dream come true for sure.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous. I mean, y'all are two of my favorite siblings that box together, so I think it's really fabulous. We support you always. Yeah. And so if anybody wants to follow you or reach you on social media, Alex, how can they do that?
Instagram and Twitter is Alex Rincon95. Snapchat is Rincon1195. Facebook is Alex Rincon.
Okay, what about you, George?
Instagram is Rincon Boxing 92.
Okay, awesome. We wish you all the best. And is it going to be televised?
Yes, mine should be televised on ESPN2, ESPN Deportes. It should be around 7 to 6 Eastern time. And also, can I give a shout out to my sponsors?
Of course,
I want to give
please.
a shout out to all my sponsors: Max Tracks Records, Co-Group Promotions, La Tapatía, Divas Hair Salon, P5 Performance, Maribel Ramos with Century 21, Hold Right, Construction. There's lots of names, but just go to my Instagram page, and I just want to shout out to all my sponsors for just supporting me. La Comida as well. They're gonna have if you're not able to make it to DC, they're gonna have a watch party at La Comida in Addison. It's a Mexican restaurant with cocktails as well. So if you want to go watch the fight there, they're selling my Team Rincon shirts there as well. So if you buy a shirt or come in wearing the shirt, you get $10 off on food and $5 drinks. But
we're gonna be there. George, do you have any shout outs?
Definitely want to shout out, of course, to my family and my coach. I know talk a lot about my DC people, my manager and Roach and all that. Also, I got, my dad, of course, and my brother who, even though I'm the older brother, I look up to him as well. Not just because he's taller than me. But,
I was gonna say.
But and my dad, of course, always staying behind us, and Coach Robert, who's, while I'm here, he's the one getting me ready. All my family and friends, and just getting ready for fight day, so we're excited.
Well, thank y'all so much, and we appreciate your time. And Global Fight Talk always has y'all's back.